A lot has changed in the last decade in the field of data science AI/ML. Earlier it was called as big data, now it is called as AI/ML. Now the hottest buzzword is ChatGPT, LLM, GenAI. But what are the aspects of an AI/ML or data science project? Data, choice of model, model evaluation, and deployment. So when it comes to data, we have data pre-processing. Now what we do in data pre-processing is trying to massage the data and attempt to prepare the data in such a way which can be further processed for a proper data science work. Now the last step in any data processing involves splitting the data. So three splits theoretically speaking: training, validation, and testing. Now, in most cases, people generally avoid the validation split and they straight away go with train test. Now, why we do this is just to understand whether our model is performing well on unseen data or not. Now, we'll gradually understand why we need to split them and why we want to understand if our model is doing well in unseen data or not. But now let's jump to the choice of model. The choice of model is very important because the whole business problem rests on your choice of the model. Because if you want to, let's say, identify something or classify something, it's very different than if you want to strictly predict or forecast something. So there are two things: prediction forecasting and identification classification. Now when you choose a model, this essentially is your whole philosophy, that what you're going to do, what is the business problem you're going to solve. Now, yes, obviously, when a business problem would not tell you that I have to identify or classify or predict or forecast. A business problem could be very, very away from these jargons, but you have to structure and then abstract into a mathematical form, and that abstraction gives you the choice, gives you the direction to choose the proper model, the proper AI, ML, or data science model. Now, here lies the core of statistics and computational prowess. In the previous stage, what you wanted to do was a bit of statistics, dependent on the nature of the project, it could be more of statistics, but it is a mix of statistics and a bit of your handling of the data. So, if you know how to get data, how to clean data, that's not really statistics, but there is a part of statistics in data pre-processing as well, which sometimes is known as EDA, loosely speaking. Take the data, we process it, we choose the model, then comes model evaluation. Now, why do you want to evaluate a model? You would understand that if you have taken data, pre-processed it, and put it into an appropriate model, you would also want to check if your model is performing well. Is it really giving you the proper business insights, or rather some kind of mathematical insight or a data science insight which can be used for the business? This is where your model evaluation step is very important. Now here is the world of accuracy, error, and all those things, and this is where your splitting of the data comes in. Now let's jump to the last stage, which is the core of data science AI/ML these days, which is deployment, production. How do you put all these preparatory stages, choice of model, and all those things into a final solution? Because when you go onto Amazon, Facebook, Google, Swiggy, Zomato, food delivery apps, cab calling apps, they have a deployed solution and they actually use AI/ML. But how do you deploy it? How do you put it into production? So this is where most of the work happens these days. But having said that, step 1 to 3 is also very important. You cannot skip those steps. Those are the steps you have to go through. So this is in nutshell an aspect of a data science project, and if you want to get started in AI/ML, you really need to take at least 2 out of these 4 and then gradually build on your breadth of knowledge.